Hey there, sports fans and car enthusiasts. Welcome to the channel. Basketball Junk Wax, here we go. 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 We have a lot of basketball junk wax here today. None of it's going to be very valuable, but it should be pretty fun to open anyway. See if we can find at least a few star cards. We have 1993, 1994 Topps Basketball Series 1, 1991 Fleer Basketball. We have Skybox Inaugural Edition. We have two 1994 Topps Series 1 NBA basketball cards. We have NBA Hoops Basketball. I can't remember what year this is. 1991, I believe. 1990 Hoops Basketball cards. We have another Hoops. This is also 1990. Different series. It's Series 1, Series 2 there. We have Upper Deck 1991 Basketball, 91-92 edition. We have NBA Hoops Series 2, 1993-1994 there. We have Skybox Inaugural Edition from 1990-91. And we have a couple of Kellogg's card packs that were thrown into cereal boxes. I don't know if there's going to be anything of value in any of these, but we're going to have some fun just jumping in and see if we can find any cool names. Maybe Michael Jordan, maybe Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, some other key players, Patrick Ewing, and others from these eras. And we'll see if there's anything cool indeed. Let's jump right in, folks. Alright, taking all these cards aside, we're just going to start, we'll start in, we'll start at the very, I think, probably crap beginning here. You got our trusty Snips here. Let's open up these Kellogg's cards and see if there's anything of value in here or anything cool. We do have a David Robinson right on top, so there's a star card for sure. I'm going to try not to snip the corner, which I might have already done. Again, these were found in packs of cereal, advertised, I believe. You got maybe 2 or 3 cards in each pack. Let's see what we have here. David Robinson on the front. And I'm struggling to actually pull these cards out of their packaging here. They do a little work on the side. And see if we can pull these out. There we go. Finally got one off. We'll just do the other one too while we're here. This one has Christian Laettner on the front of it. So David Robinson, obviously the bigger star than Christian Laettner, but we'll see if there's anything else of value in these. Trusty Snips, do your job. Is it just the one card each in here, or are there multiples? I can't remember. Might just be those. We'll take all of the bad whack stuff and put it aside. And it is just those 2 cards. So David Robinson and a piece of cardboard, and Christian Laettner and a piece of cardboard. So, yay, that was fun. Alright, moving on. Let's go 1994-95 Series 1 Topps Basketball here. Trusty Snips at the ready. And let's see what we got here. I believe these were those god-awful glossy cards that always stuck together. I do believe that is the case. Folks, I don't know a whole ton about basketball, at least basketball cards. I know obviously all the names, and a lot of the star players from especially the mid-90s era, but when it comes to value of these cards, I'm kind of lost. So if you see anything here that actually is worth something big and I don't call it out, do let me know in the comments below. We'll jump right in. These are all kind of mixed around backwards. Starting off with George Lynch there of the Lakers. Rex Chapman is next of the Bullets, Washington Bullets, before they became the Wizards. Here's an all-star card. Here we go. And that is Dominique Wilkins. I couldn't read that. Dominique Wilkins. Terrible design on these cards. Not a great card there. Chris Webber with the Golden State Warriors. I always loved watching him play. He was a fun player. Here's another all-star card here. Now we know where to look. It's Derek Coleman. All-star card. There's one of my favorite players of all time. I loved him when he was at I think he was at Georgetown. Alonzo Mourning, Paint Patrol card. I loved Alonzo Mourning. He was probably one of my favorite players. Charlotte Hornets here, but he was probably one of my all-time favorite players. We have Kevin Duckworth with the Washington Bullets after him. Tracy Murray with the Portland Trail Blazers. Behind him, Grant Long with the Miami Heat. From the Roof, Glenn Rice card. Interesting. We have Avery Johnson with the San Antonio Spurs. And last card in this pack is Sean Kemp of the Seattle Supersonics. That's a cool card. I love the Supersonics. Hated it when they moved to Oklahoma City and became the Thunder. Sean Kemp, great player. I'm going to set this aside as it's not really a hit, but I'm going to call that a mini hit, at least for me personally, because Supersonics were a fun team to watch, especially in that era when they had Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, all those great players. Let's move into pack number 2 of these hideous glossy cards. I've never been a fan of glossy cards in any way, shape, or form. I don't like the way they stick together. They warp easy. They get in there. Kenny Getson kicks us off with the Charlotte Hornets. In this card seat, here's what I'm talking about. They turn into a brick. And look at that. They just stick together. I don't know if you can hear that, but there we go. Yep. Kenny Getson right at the start there. Another From the Roof card. Set that aside. Harold Miner, another From the Roof card. Sean Brooks there with the Dallas Mavericks after him. Xavier McDaniel, there's another awesome name from those mid-90s era, or early to mid-90s era Supersonics. But of course, he's stuck to Reggie Miller. That is a star card. So, 2 cards here that I will consider star. Well, Xavier McDaniel's not really a star. He was a great player, but Reggie Miller, cool card there. I'll set Reggie aside. I'll set our star card, or suspected star cards, or anything of value there, up there between Blast in the past, right on the From, and Xavier McDaniel. I'm going to set this aside as a little mini hit for the Seattle Supersonics. Harold Miner with the Miami Heat. After him, Randy Woods of the Clippers. Again, these cards just stick together. It's so disappointing, these cards. And of course, a lot of times you get some paper loss there as well. Randy Woods, followed up by Sean Bradley with the 76ers. Harvey Grant in the second brick of stuck-together cards. Harvey Grant with the Trailblazers. Here's Derek Coleman again from the Nets. All-Star card. Another Derek Coleman Paint Patrol card. And last one here stuck in the back is Stacey Augmon from the Atlanta Hawks, who I grew up actually watching Stacey Augmon because I lived in Las Vegas for many years and followed the UNLV Runnin' Rebels. They have great teams also in the 90s, 89, 90. They're the national champions and beat Duke. Great teams there. Stacey Augmon there with the Atlanta Hawks. All right. I guess we're going to keep the theme going here with glossy cards and go with the Skybox Inaugural Edition. Or were these glossy? I think they were. We shall find out and remember. I had a handful of these. Oh no, these weren't. That's right. These were the nicer ones. The inaugural Skybox Edition. If we can find nice Michael Jordan here, that'll certainly be a win. But we're kicking it off to start with David Greenwood. Right there. Reggie Lewis, that's a good card. The Boston Celtics. Not a bad card. We'll set Reggie aside. Jeff Martin, the Clippers. Jerome Kersey with the Portland Trail Blazers. Tell us, Frank. Tell us what? Tell us there's a Michael Jordan here. Michael Ansley, the Orlando Magic next. We have James Worthy. That's a cool card. Would we consider James Worthy a star? You know what? We'll set James aside. Brad Davis. Will Purdue with the Bulls. Purvis Short with the Nets. I'm not sure if you guys can see these cards that well. I have a little bit of a shadow going on here. Let's see if I can amend that slightly. If that helps at all. That might. We'll see. It does if I turn the cards that way. Scott Brooks. Eddie Johnson with the Suns. Zarko Paspolj Herb Williams, and Chris Mullen, who I remember being a good player. All right. Moving on, we'll do Skybox Series 2 Inaugural Edition. We'll see if there's anything good in here. My lighting is a bit different here today because I've had a few lighting fiascos here in my filming area, so hopefully you guys can see these okay. Starting us off with Mike Brown with the Jazz, Mark Eaton with the Jazz. There's Del Harris, coach for the Milwaukee Bucks. Ricky Pierce with the Milwaukee Bucks, and why I'm drawing these so far back, you guys probably can't see these. Larry Nance with the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's Lenny Wilkins, great coach, also a longtime great player with the Cavs. Stacey King with the Chicago Bulls. There's Scottie Pippen. That's pretty cool. That's a Scottie Pippen Skybox Inaugural card. We'll set that aside. That's probably worth a little bit. Seattle Supersonics card. We'll set that aside in our Seattle Supersonics pile. Randy Brewer. Derek McKee with the Sonics. Let's set him aside. Joe Wolf with the Denver Nuggets. There's Mookie Blaylock. There, Mookie. There you go. Rick Smits and Rory Sparrow. So, not too bad so far. Let's move. We'll do NBA Hoops next, I think. 1993-1994 Series 2. So I'd say, so far, unless I'm wrong and you guys call me out on it, our Scottie Pippen card is probably our best card so far. There's Herb Williams again with the New York Knicks, kicking it off in these 93-94 NBA Hoops Series 2 cards. We have Cliff Robinson with the Trailblazers. Not too bad there. He was a great player. Mark Aguirre with the Clippers. Armand Gilliam. There's Keith Jennings. John Crotty with the Jazz. Darnell Mee with the Denver Nuggets. Rookie card. I don't remember him, but it's kind of a cool design. Again, these are the glossy cards I don't like too much, but Alec Kessler with the Miami Heat. Mario Elie with the Rockets. John Koncak with the Atlanta Hawks. David Wood with the Pistons. Trevor Wilson with the Lakers. And Ken Norman with the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's try Series 2 again and see if there's anything else in here. And these glossy cards that Snips has to open for me. Alright, pull that aside. We'll rip into the pack itself. And getting us off with Judd Buechler. I'm going to say Buechler. I'm probably butchering his name, but Judd Buechler. Here's a Bill Laimbeer Pistons card. Not too bad. We have, looks like a checklist, rookie checklist. Interesting who's on there. Anthony Hardaway. Sean Bradley. Anybody else of note here that were rookies? Chris Mills. Isaiah Ryder. Nick Van Exel. Allen Houston. There's some good names on here. Benny Del Negro. Pretty cool. There's another, looks like, oh, it's an answer card where I guess there's some trivia here. Interesting. Sam Kessel. And we have another rookie card here. No, it's an anniversary card. Ken Williams. We have Dominique Wilkins. Pretty cool card. Let's set that aside. These Scoops cards, I think they're maybe trivia cards, if they will. Sean Bradley with the 76ers. P.J. Brown with the Nets. Chris Gatling with the Golden State Warriors. Larry Nance with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's a known name, Hersey Hawkins of the Charlotte Hornets. So, this is 5th or 6th year card. Pretty far in. All right, let's go 1991 Fleer next. Probably our best chance of maybe trying to find a Jordan. 91 Fleer. Will we find a Jordan here? At least these are not... Oh, Yep, they're not glossy. These I remember these now. 91 All-Star Game card kicks us off. There's Jordan there. So it's kind of a Jordan card. All right. Charles Smith with the Clippers is next. Behind him, Robert Parrish with the Celtics. Another great player. Did we set Robert Parrish? You know, I'm going to set Robert Parrish. I don't think he's worth anything. But Derek Harper. There's Karl Malone. All-Star card. We'll set Karl Malone aside. Theodore Edwards. There's Dominique Wilkins again. We'll set Dominic aside. Danny Ferry. Great player. Chris Mullin again. Derek McKee with the Sonics. We'll set that aside. I probably missed a few Sonics cards in here already. Buck Williams with the Trailblazers. Horace Grant. Rex Chapman and Jerry Reynolds rounds us out. No Jordan in there. We're going to go 1991-92 Upper Deck here. Let's see. Even with Upper Deck baseball cards, it's the whole concept of the glossy cards. At least Upper Deck cards, they weren't as bad with the over-glossing. But I just never liked how bad these cards, like, how hard it was to thumb through them, or just, you know, how they stuck together. Here's an NBA draft card. And I can't tell who's Stacey Ogman and Rodney Monroe on front here. Kind of cool. We have these turned around. Anthony Bonner with the Sacramento Kings. After that, Jim Less, also with the Kings. This was what Upper Deck did. They always turn these things all around here. Dan Shays with the Milwaukee Bucks. Jerome Kersey with the Trailblazers. Here is, looks like a rookie card for, oh, is it not, it's not a rookie card. Is it John Starks? Is that John Starks' rookie card? No, it's not quite. But John Starks, I loved him. We'll set that aside. Great player. Here's Dale Ellis. Terry Teagle, the Lakers. Brian Oliver with the 76ers. Again, these are all flipped around. B.J. Armstrong with the Chicago Bulls. Magic Johnson. There we go. West All-Star card. That's pretty cool. That gets a ding. We'll set that aside. And Kevin Johnson, also with the West All-Stars. Johnson & Johnson round us out in that pack. All right, 3 packs left. We're going to move to NBA Hoops here. These are 1990. Trusty Snip Snips. I think Hoops were my favorite looking cards of the kind of junk wax basketball era. I don't think they didn't value well, though. Or they didn't age well in terms of value. But I always liked these designs the best. I thought these were really kind of cool, clean cards. And looky there on the top, we got Akeem Olajuwon to kick us off. That's pretty cool. We'll set Akeem the Dream aside. Sam Bowie is next. We have a rookie card behind him of Cliff Robinson. Cliff Robinson rookie card with Trailblazers. Great player. That's a pretty cool hit. We'll set that aside. Jack Sikma, center with the Milwaukee Bucks. Dennis Rodman All-Star card. There we go. The Rodman himself. There we go. Set that aside. All right. And let's see. Kurt Rambis. Great player. Thurl Bailey with the Utah Jazz. Charles Jones with the Washington Bullets. Sidell Threat with the Supersonics. We'll set that aside. Mike Woodson with the Houston Rockets. You have Dick Versace with the Pacers. And look at that. There's a Scottie Pippen All-Star card. We'll take that. All right. We'll set Scottie Pippen aside. Derek Gervin rookie card behind him. Larry Brown coach card with the Spurs. And rounding us out is Eddie Lee Wilkins with the Knicks. So that pack, probably the best pack of the bunch for me, at least in terms of likability and cool star cards in there. Let's see. We have another pack of these. I think a different series of the same year, 1990 here. NBA Hoops. Let's see if there's anything in here. And I rip those open. All right. Kicking us off with John Paxson. Let me move Snips aside here. Kind of get in my way. John Paxson with the Chicago Bulls kicks us off. Benoit Benjamin with the Clippers is next. There's another Eddie Lee Wilkins. David Robinson, Rookie of the Year card. That's cool. That is cool. We're going to set David Robinson aside. That's a big hit. Mark West, the Phoenix Suns. Glenn Rice, rookie card. He never quite amounted to the player everybody thought he was going to be, but that's still a cool card. Glenn Rice will set aside as a mini hit as well. Antoine Carr. Nick Anderson, rookie card. Kenny Walker with the Knicks. Reggie Lewis. Look at that. Reggie Lewis. I think is that the same Reggie Lewis? Played for the Pacers? No. Is it? I can't remember. Well, I'll set that aside. Maybe my own ignorance will show out later. Joe Klein with the Celtics. We have a NBA Hoops Tribune card. Pistons and Jinx. Route Blazers for 2-1 edge. Kind of cool. We have a Sacramento Kings card. Mike Dunleavy special card. And Random Scout with Eric Lechner. So, last card pack here. We're going back to 93, 94. Top Series 1. I have a feeling these are glossies as well. I can't remember. This is our last pack here. Have not gotten a Michael Jordan at all. So, I don't think we're going to pull one. But at least we pulled some other star players. Magic Johnson, Scottie Pippen. Oh yeah, these are one solid brick. Oh, this is going to be fun. Guys, this is a hockey puck. This is seriously a hockey puck. Listen to this. That is one solid pack of cards. They're not... Oh, this is going to be brutal. Well, if there's a Michael Jordan card in here, it's probably toast. Let's see. Listen to the crack. Oh, that hurts me so bad. Oh, that hurts. Look at the paper loss on Scottie Pippen. Oh. Oh, that's terrible. I can't even count that as a hit. That's just a disappointment. Mark Bryant with the Trailblazers. We're going to comic relief to end this. Thank God these aren't worth too much because this would be an absolute tragedy. Maybe this is one of the reasons why these cards aren't worth a whole lot. Oh my goodness. Although, could you imagine getting a PSA 10 in one of these cards? It's got to be worth thousands of dollars. You can pull one of these cards in great condition, but if you see there, it's just horrible. I mean, that one pulled better than the first one, but there's a huge, thick, almost like glue line in here. Larry Stewart there. Followed by, oh, this pains me so much. Dwayne Farrell. After him is, I can't even get into these. Oh my goodness. Listen to that. Oh, it's so painful. Brian Houston. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, this looks like it's probably a star rookie card. And it is all rookie Clarence Weatherspoon. Not anything here. Lionel Simmons of the Kings. But he is still stuck like a brick. Oh, that hurts me. Gerald Patio behind him. And guys, these are like you could seriously cut your holiday turkey with still what's left of these cards. Oh my God, it's like razor blades. Oh, that's so painful. Oh, Gerald Patio, horrible. D. Brown got the other side of that with the Celtics. Oh, there are 3 cards left in this sticky bunch. Oh, explain it to me. Explain it to me, Topps. Why did you ever do this? Who in your marketing department or your development department thought this was a good idea? Oh my goodness. Oh. I mean, clearly these have gotten a little bit of, probably moisture in there, whatever. But this, whoever thought to put cards in glossies, thinking it was going to lead to better cards that were protected longer, big mistake. Brent Price. And the thing that really saddens me is they still do this today. I still see modern cards out there that are these glossy formats, and I don't understand it. Vinny Del Negro, and he shares the last of the crackle with Scott Brooks. So no Michael Jordan, but in a way I'm kind of thankful, because I think if I would have pulled a Michael Jordan out of this pack right here, that would have just made me really, really sad. There you go, folks. I mean, some decent stars in here. You know, Reggie Lewis, Glenn Rice, Dave Robinson definitely is a big one. Scottie Pippen, pretty big one. Rodman, big one. Cliff Robinson, rookie, pretty cool. Hakeem Olajuwon. Magic Johnson, all-star card, really cool. John Starks. Dominic Wilkins, Karl Malone, Robert Parrish, Dominic Wilkins again, Scottie Pippen card in the Skybox, James Worthy, Reggie Lewis, and Reggie Miller. Reggie Lewis. That's where I got my Reggies mixed up. Reggie Lewis is Reggie Lewis. Reggie Miller is Reggie Miller. Don't know what I was thinking earlier, but there you go. All right, and that concludes our late 80s, early 90s through mid 90s basketball junk wax. Like I said, just basically looking for star cards. Found a few. That's all you can ask for. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me if I missed anything. I'm sure I probably did. Tell me if I'm overrating something, which I'm probably am doing as well. But let me know what you think. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for a lot more cool episodes coming up. Thanks, everybody.